We're back, guys, live at the Next Gen Arena for more SPL with me, Valdez, and GTR. We are all tied up 1-1. Deer was able to win that last game against SOS on our old new map, King Stadium Station.
Yeah, and the game before, Rogue very happy.
They have winning poses and losing poses.
So now I know why they have 3 poses, so they can finally do this graphic against SOS. But anyway, we're tied up 1-1, and the next game, Maru versus Solar, might be the game that determines whether we get to an ace match or not.
Yeah, I think if Solar's able to win this one, I'd put my money on Trap for game number 4.
Yep, same.
And then it would be tied 2-2, and we'd go to that ace match. So definitely hoping for that. Definitely hope we get to see Frost, another one of our old new maps here for round 2 of 2016. So, so far, all of the foreign casters have had the same 100%. Predictions. So we're all 100%.
So us and Chester have gone 100% so far. As we see here, the stats for both these players, Maru looking pretty happy. I mean, he's, what, like 6-1 or 6-0 or something in regular play in Pro League so far, something crazy like that. 5-0.
5-0 so far,
yep.
Undefeated. And I think him and Innovation are 2 of these guys that are 5-0 so far.
Yeah.
Innovation might be 5-1, I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, Innovation actually lost to Maru that one game, and that was it. So, as you can see, both these players doing quite well nowadays. Solar really having a quick start to 2016. I am kind of worried for him, though, in these games against Maru, because he definitely didn't look like himself in the games at GSL on Friday.
Yeah, and especially, I think that loss in the SSL against Stats kind of did a number to him. So it kind of got caught off guard, and he was like, actually, that's really surprising. Like, all these predictions, like,
that's really interesting.
As close as the past 2 games have been prediction-wise, I'm really surprised to see everyone go one or the other.
I'm kind of surprised it's 7-0 in favor of Maru. I mean, Maru's worst matchup so far has been Team EZ. He said it a lot of times before, and Solar is still a fantastic player. I thought it would be closer. But either way, guys, let's jump into game number 3, Maru versus Solar. Down here in the bottom left in the green for the Gen Air Green Wings, it is Maru.
And spawning here at the top side of Dust Towers, we have our blue Zerg for Samsung. It is Solar. I love the new music, by the way, for the intros.
Yeah. Me and you are rocking out. No one can see us. We're playing our air guitars together.
Got to get that band going that Doa always wants to do.
Yeah, get the caster band back together.
Whatever.
It's his first time in the studio.
Oh, wow.
And he came to watch, who is that, Maru?
Maru, yeah.
Maru?
Okay. Maru. So I guess that's his nickname here in Korea. As we see here, early barracks with the refinery from Maru. No fancy early command center shenanigans from him, while Solar actually going for that expansion at the front. He wants that creep to be spread pretty quickly.
Yeah, we'll always have that 3rd base in the back door. You can take that whenever he so pleases. And Dusk Tower is a very defensive map. I'm actually surprised we don't see any Protosses on this map. I feel like PVT specifically is quite nice for the Protoss on this one, but...
I mean, we saw PVTs on this map, especially Zest and the KT Protosses actually, and SOS.
Yeah.
They love to do that, take the 4th base, do Turtle with Tempest, and then eventually transition to carry Archon. And that's a really strong composition to play against the Terran PVT matchup.
Yeah. I mean, it costs 1 million gas, literally, but once you get there, it's like, okay, it's really hard to
It's literally like the Great Wall of China or something, where you literally cannot break through it unless you're like a Mongolian or something. But
Great Wall of Protoss.
The Great Wall of Protoss. Executive Trump.
Make Protoss great again. Sorry, Nathanius.
As I see here, the first Reaper coming out for Maru, followed by that Marine for any any Overlords that are trying to sneak into the base. And we see first gas here from Solar after this 3rd hatchery. Nothing too crazy so far from both players.
Yeah. Gotta stop those sneaky Overlords from sneaking into your base and getting that tech information.
Yeah, we can see here the Marine just immediately patrolling for that Overlord that he knows that's going to come.
Reaper out on the map now is going to be able to scout the base of Solar and see exactly what is going on here. Wants to keep that alive, make sure it doesn't die. Solar trying to intercept the Reaper here on the ramp.
Boy, tries to get that mine there to do some damage to those Zerglings, but alas, is not to be. It doesn't do any damage to those Zerglings as this Queen is out at the front expansion of Solar, and that's going to deflect the Reaper away.
Yeah. Why do you think everybody votes for Maru, by the way? I want to get back to this point as we have some downtime here as the builds are coming up.
Well,
because
I think Solar hasn't been, as you mentioned, he didn't perform well in his GSL group. I think Solar was actually quite favoured to advance in that group because who was in his group? It was like
it was a group of them. It was
no, the Saturday group.
Yeah, he was with Sue and Zest,
Sue and Cure.
Yeah,
and he lost to Cure in the losers match actually. So maybe that's something that the commentators have in mind is that they perceive Cure to be a weaker player than Maru, I guess. And if Solar lost to Cure, why should he lose to Maru? So
yeah, I mean, there's a reason why I voted for Maru too. But I was just surprised that all 7 people voted for Maru.
Yeah, as you see here, Hellions and the Reaper just doing a bit of damage, but that Queen is so tanky, it's not gonna die anytime soon to this harassment. And we actually see a quick medevac coming out here from Maru, so we might see some drop play here.
Yep. Overlord speed also finishing up here for Solar,
yeah,
so he's going to be able to get a full scout of the base.
And he might have seen that medevac actually go by, so he might be able to prepare for this drop.
See a Viking actually being made there by Maru.
Yeah, I think
just to clear out the Overlords.
Yep. As his first medevac is coming out for Maru, we'll see where he decides to drop and whether Solar will be able to adapt to this medevac play.
Yeah, the medevac is picking up the units now. It looks like it's going towards the main.
Solar sniffed it up though.
Wow, that's a lot of lings.
Yeah. Oh, but this lower ground advantage here from Maru is he might be able to just drop 2 Hellions in the lower ground and 2 Hellions in the upper ground, but just tries to pick up some lings. And most importantly though for Solar, it does scout that 4th command center being built.
Yeah, does see that command center. I think that's the 3rd one.
The 3rd one, my apologies.
Yeah. And the drop is going to try to come over here towards the 3rd base of Solar, but there is the lings and this Spore Crawler too. But all 4 of these Hellions do get out. Nice micro here from Maru. Is going to lose 1, but does a nice job to those lings. And
actually, Maru's actually transitioning to quick Liberators here rather than going for the Barracks tech, getting that combat shield, getting the stim pack upgrade. So it looks like he just wants to play a really defensive position, especially with that siege tank that he built there from the factory. Try and secure that 3rd base as soon as possible without being harmed too much. And oh,
what?
2 more star. Are we going to see like air-only mech from Maru here?
You know, we were talking about how good turtle play is on this map.
But we've only seen it from the Protoss side.
Yeah.
And when we see it from the Terran side, they still get a huge bio army because it's so mobile. You can move back and forth from the top to the bottom. But here is actually going for the tanks. He's going for more starports here. Question is whether it's going to get Vikings or Liberators.
This is happening.
Oh, Fusion Core. Are we going to see like quick BCs? I'm pretty sure that Fusion Core is for the Liberator upgrade.
It looks like it. Well, I mean, he's getting double Tech Lab now on all of his starports. This is actually happening, GTR.
Oh, do you know if there's an armory up yet for...
let me check. I can't see it actually. It's hidden behind this...
this overlay?
1 second.
No armory.
No armory just yet.
Because if he was rushing for quick battle cruisers, I think getting quick upgrades would be a huge advantage for him. Actually, no, he's going for Banshee, so he might be taking advantage of the fact. I'm not sure if they've actually patched this yet. I don't think they have, but he wants to get the Fusion Core for those quick Banshees because the map is so big, you need the Banshee speed to move around the map and do harassment.
Double armory. All right.
See the upgrades, and there's the...
I think that's the speed upgrade for the Banshees.
Hyperflight return, yep. So
Hyperflight rotors.
And there's the Hyperflight rotors.
And the cloak, obviously.
Yeah.
So.
Of course you need a cloak for those Banshees, but we're seeing something new here today, Valdez.
This is so awesome.
Yeah.
We were talking about this. I mean, Protoss is like the turtle on this map. Why not Terran? And we don't see
he's going to see this with Overseer.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
That is huge, actually, that he does get to see that.
And I'm actually curious to see how he's going to counter this. Maybe Mass Hydralis, I'm not too sure. because those Liberators do splash damage against air, so Spy units, Corruptors, Mutalisks will just get eaten up by masses of Liberators, so...
Yeah. Oh, looks like it's going to be Corruptors. Lots and lots of Corruptors also going for the Flyer Carapace there, so...
Looks like he wants to fight air with air here. And I actually think that there might be a window of timing before there's enough units that Maru can amass where Solar can just walk in, because you only see there's one siege tank right there. And if Solar does split his Corruptors well, he can possibly snipe those Liberators and let those Zerglings come in.
I think he needs a lot more Corruptors, though. He's only got 7. He's making 5 more. And look at this. He's also going to take this base over here behind the rocks. Probably make a planetary. Look at how fast these Banshees are. This is the one thing I'm worried about. Like, how are the Corruptors that are decently slow going to catch up to these Banshees with speed?
Yeah, how's the Overseers going to catch up and detect these Banshees? And here we go. Let's see how much damage these Banshees do.
Okay, he's just going directly for all the drones here. We do have some detection coming in, but look at this. Just one Corruptor so far. Looks like 10 of these drones have gone down, and he's going to split up his Banshees. He's going to bring ones that don't have any more energy back, then attack with these 2 other Banshees that still do.
Sick play here from Maru with these Banshees, but he's going to lose these Corruptors here, not before taking out another drone. And remember, with this gold base that Maru has, he can just spam turrets all over the edge of the base, and nothing can really touch it unless Solar decides to break through those rocks, or maybe even go for a Nidus attack.
Now, we saw how slow the Corruptors were there. I feel like if Maru was more active with his Banshees, he could actually just weave in and out if he does have that cloak and just, you know, go for the kills there. We do have the Corruptors now threatening the army, trying to fly around and see what they can get.
And he's trying to pick off these Crypt Tumors here, which is what he should be doing a bit earlier. I would like to see maybe Maru going to add maybe a Raven to this composition with these Banshees, just to try and stop that creep there, because he's already, Solar is already halfway across the map with that creep.
Yeah, I would love to see a Raven, just in general. I mean, PDD is
so good as well. It's
against
very
all these Corruptors, just like insane. We're going to be seeing Vipers here, lots of Evo Chambers being dropped down to have their life sucked away by the Vipers, get that energy there.
I see Hellbats actually for those Zerglings, and that tank just bursting that Zergling down. And I think we're going to see a very long split map game here. I swear we've got. It's really ironic because we're in Legacy of the Void, and we've got the new Heart of the Swarm maps. Yeah. Yet we're seeing this Heart of the Swarm style game on a Legacy of the Void map.
Yeah, it's really cool. You see the Banshees and their potential with the speed. They come over and
cancel that.
Wow. Okay. Just goes ahead and kills the base.
And these Zerglings. And he's actually trying to move his entire army to defend this gold base. I'm not sure if that's the best move here from Solar, because Solar can just move around that rock area, I guess, and
yeah, especially with the creep spread, you know, you can get over there very, very fast. Scan coming down here. Yeah, looks like the rocks have gone down too.
Yeah, I guess that scan there was just to confirm what that army composition is, whether it's worth for him to move his army there, I guess, to try and defend that gold base. And actually, it's really peculiar to see that even though, actually, he's got a battle.
Here we go, the Lings running in, and there's not much on the ground. The Liberators have to deal with the Corruptors in the sky, but there's so many Corruptors. Here come the Banelings.
Oh, these Banelings just do so much damage to these SMVs, but actually the Planetary Fortress does not go down, but these Zerglings doing so much damage here.
The repair keeps it alive.
Oh my god, the repair keeps it alive.
Unbelievable defend there, unbelievable hold, really nicely done.
But the question is, I'm pretty sure their Solar was trying to look for supply to waste, and what is it remaxing on right now? I can check right now. Okay, more Zerglings.
Yeah, more Zerglings, 11 Corruptors on the way.
I just love how fast this air army is just moving across to defend this base. It's ridiculous.
Solar's going to have 24 Corruptors by the time this is all said and done. He's made a second Spire as well for double upgrades here, which I feel like is really nice. I feel like Solar's like, okay, this is going late game. I got to get my upgrades up really fast. Whereas, well, Maru's already got 2-2 on his mech.
Yeah, and Maru's just happy just to sit back and make Solar waste his units onto his defenses. I mean, those Liberators do a lot of damage to the ground units of Zerg. With the way Zerg units are made with that low HP, they can easily get one shot. Oh, nice abduct there with the Viper. But
no Overseer.
No Overseer's catch it.
Oops. Well, this is going to be interesting. With this many Vipers in the composition, 6 Vipers. That's going to be really nice for that. Why can't I think of the ability? The AoE in the sky.
Parasitic bomb?
Yeah, Parasitic Bomb. Look at this. The repair is still keeping this alive somehow, some way.
Oh, they need the right. Oh, there's the Parasitic Bomb there on the Liberators. They're actually still stacked. Let's see how much damage they do, though. Oh, man. Oh, okay. There we go. There we go.
Those units seem really, really tanky, actually. It doesn't seem like it's doing all that much damage.
Oh, another duck there from the Viper. Another duck there, too, on the Banshee.
He's got the Overseers this time. Does not forget about that.
It's unfortunate for Solar. He's done 2 attacks on that 6 o'clock base, the gold base, and he hasn't been able to kill it yet, which is unfortunate, but he does have the money to just burn units onto that, try and take it out. And I love the use of Vipers here from Zola. Not only we have Parasitic Bomb and Abduct, but you also have to remember Binding Cloud is a very strong spell against the tank lines that Maru might transition to. But at the moment, because of the heavily air-based army that Maru is going for, the main spells will be Abduct for those Banshees and Parasitic Bomb for the AoE.
Yeah, he's got to spam that Parasitic Bomb. I think he might want to even add in some more Vipers. He's got 6. I know they're expensive, but he's got the money, he's got the gas, he's got a nice bank here.
Well, if he loses this stage, though, he won't have any more bank to work with. As these Banshees just wrecking havoc, and this Banshee play is so good because they move so fast and you can just move across the map. The ducks do go off, but those drones do get killed at the, what is it, 5th base? 6th base?
I think that's his 6th base,
yeah.
Again, I feel like Maru should be a bit more active with those Banshees. Like, you don't really have to sit there and take it. It wasn't like they were going to be killing that hatchery at that point in time.
Oh my god, there's so many starports. It's like I'm watching a fastest map possible game here and you just like build 50 billion starports and mass battle cruisers from it. This is what I'm like, it feels like what I'm seeing right now, so. Yeah, I'm loving it.
Look at all those mules too at that base. This is what you can do. Like, we're getting another lesson in how Mech versus Zerg works again, where you make like 50 orbitals and just drop a million mules.
And we saw that on the production tab, these Broodlords were being produced. And if we see Infestors anytime soon, we might see Broodlord Infestor. I don't know if I want to see that, but we'll just have to wait and see how it goes.
I'm not sure I want to see that either, GTR, but would be a nice refresher to see how things used to be.
Yeah, and so actually a hit squad here of these Banshees. Going to take out that hatchery. That's not good for Solar.
Yeah,
but
look at this.
He does have a bit of a nice bank here.
Oh, the Broodlords are all alone.
Oh, no.
Finally, the Corruptors are coming forward. The Parasitic Bombs, really nice splits here from Maru, trying to get on top of those units. They're punching together, and the AoE damage is killing all of those Corruptors.
The AoE damage of these Liberators is just outdoing the AoE damage of the Parasitic Bombs, and as a result, it's actually quite a fair trade here. I mean, Maru is up 25, but these Banshees still doing so much damage, and if he snipes those hatcheries, that's just going to be really bad for Solar, especially he's running so thin on minerals.
Yeah, they're still doing that damage. Look at this. Look at how fast they are. The Corruptors just can't catch up to them. 2 bases went down. The entire time that fight was happening, those 4 or 5 Banshees killed 2 bases and are getting so much damage now in the main.
And Maru doesn't care if these Banshees die because he knows that Solar is going for a very heavily based air army here with these Corruptors, with these Broodlords, and I really want to see some Infestors actually for some fungal growth or even some more Vipers, but Maru he is ahead in supply, but most of it is workers. So Solar is still in this if he can get those 2 bases back up.
Yeah, let's see that. I definitely feel like Maru's in not a bad spot here.
Oh, these Banshees.
It's still getting damage somehow, some way. It's got 1 health here in the back. 3 health, rather.
2 off. Yeah. But yeah, these drones have to transfer away from that expansion. And look at Solar's bank right now. Is running really, really thin, especially with losing his bases there at the bottom right. So he's struggling.
Yeah. I love this build from Maru on this map. It's working out so well. And even though I felt like Solar's response was not bad, it still seems really strong, man. He's making like 9 Liberators at a time, 4 and 4, still producing, 1 Banshee at a time.
Valdez.
That will be added into the hit squad.
Have you ever seen a Terran player at 17 minutes into the game, transition from mech to bio.
I have now GTR parasitic bombs coming down. Look at all the Liberators just eating up all of that Zerg immediately. And now only Broodlords left over. That should be it, and that should be a win for Maru.
That should be it. He doesn't have the bank to resupply. These Liberators, Vikings should just do enough damage to kill off Solar before he can get any more money to build any more units. And GG!
There you go. Maru uses air mech against Solar, against Zerg, and wins on Dusk Towers.
I'm just thinking about that game. If Solar killed that 6 o'clock gold base, do you think it would change the game at all?
Yeah, probably. I mean, getting that gold base, keeping Maru on only 3-4 bases for a bit longer, definitely would have worked out. But again, because it failed, he threw away so many Lings and Roaches, and even fighting with his air units over there too, losing a bunch of those. So maybe overcommitting a bit. He should have attacked somewhere else.
What I love from Maru is that he built a huge ring of turrets around the Planetary Fortress, and you got to remember as well, in Legacy of the Void, Corruptors do have that spell. I don't know what the spell is called. It's not in my head right now, but the one that can damage buildings, right? Yeah. And then if you have like 20 Corruptors, you can just literally just
all get together in a circle and collectively pee on one building. Yeah.
And I feel that because of that ring of turrets, couldn't touch that Planetary at all with those Corruptors. So
yeah.
But that was a sick game for Maru. I mean,
Maru bringing out the strats in day 1 of round 2 here at Pro League. Not holding back. No Solar is a great opponent. And preparing builds against Zerg. As I was saying, not Maru's best matchup there.
And our next game will be on Orbital Shipyard. It will be Trap against Reality. I know both of us voted for Trap. He did play in the GSL. I believe it was on Friday, but he got wrecked by Teja, so...
Yeah, kind of interesting. I feel like Trap definitely was a bit nervous in those games. You know, round of 16 GSL is definitely a big deal. But up against Reality here, up against Terran, I think he should be able to win this one.
Yeah, I think he should be able to win this, but you have to remember, Reality is one of those players that does very well online in the Olimo League. I was going to say Olimo, but yeah, the Olimo League that's played every weekend. He has really consistent results in that. And we've actually seen him do not too bad in Pro League. I mean, he's floating around a 60% win rate, I want to say. So,
and this time it's not that that feeling where 7 people vote for one person. I think we actually have
it's
2 or 3.
Split, yeah,
I think actually maybe all of the
Koreans voted for Reality.
Yeah, I think they might have done that. We need to see again once it does come up, but that would be pretty crazy if we're going to have our first foreign versus Korean matchup in the predictions. So far, we're still 100%.
Yeah, high five.
So are
Wolf
Tasteless
and Tasteless?
And Wolf, yeah.
Yeah, so we can still chase it. Well, no, who is it?
Chaster.
No, Chase is with us as well. I think
he's on.
I think everyone actually voted for Maru that last game. So.
Yeah.